So the first thing to do when dyeing your extensions is to brush your extensions out to make sure that there is no knots in them, and then you can take the box of dye, whichever dye you're using, and start reading the instructions. I was using the L'Oreal Ombre kit, which is really easy to use, and then once you've read over the instructions and you kind of know what you're doing, you can put your gloves on and then start adding in the different ingredients, so to speak. It's always really clear on the instructions whichever hair dye kit you use. I've used a ton of different ones before and it's all the same. You just kind of have to add the ingredients into the bottle with this squirty lid and shake it up when you've added them all in. And then once you have done that, you're ready to actually start dyeing your extensions. So you're going to want to make sure that you do it on a towel, especially if you're working with bleach or any colour really. So just take an old towel so that you can lie your extensions on that and you don't stain anything. So because this was an ombre kit, I was only dyeing the ends of my hair, well, of my extensions. And then I'm kind of fading the dye up into the centre third so it gives a nice gradient effect, and just kind of going through it with my hands just to make sure that it's all smoothed out and all of the different hair is coated. That's the most important thing you want to make sure you do, is to make sure that all of the hair is coated in the dye, not just one side. So make sure that you flip your extensions from side to side so that you coat both the front and the back of the extensions. And then you can squeeze more of the product out onto the brush that the kit comes with, or you can buy different brushes at various beauty stores so that you can use different brushes if you don't get this exact kit. And just carry on brushing through your extensions. It's fairly self-explanatory. You just need to focus most of the hair dye on the bottom and then make sure that you gradiate it. I don't even know if that's a word, but make sure that it's more gradual towards the top, and then leave the top bit without any dye on it. And then once you have coated all of your extensions, if you have any hair dye left over, you can go ahead and work that into the ends of the extensions just to make sure that they're really nice and coated, and kind of work it through with your hands like I'm doing here. And then I didn't actually use any foil, but you can go ahead and coat these in foil, but this is what they should look like. And then I left this hair dye on for about 40 minutes. It usually says on the packet how long it's recommended to leave the dye on. So once I had left it on for that amount of time and I'd gone through and checked that it had actually changed the colour a bit, I went through and rinsed off the hair dye. And a lot of the time, in fact I think all of the time, hair dyes do actually come with a conditioning treatment or a shampoo conditioning treatment. So that is what I went in and used, and I just coated mainly the bottom and the middle of the extensions with this kind of conditioning shampoo, and make sure that's thoroughly rinsed and that the water runs clear. And then you can just go ahead and leave your extensions to dry. I always let my extensions air dry because it's a lot healthier, because you have just dyed them and done some bad stuff to them, which is not healthy. So let them air dry, and then they should look something like this. And this is me with them in after they have been dyed, so you can kind of tell what they look like. It doesn't fully match my hair, but it's pretty close to it. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram in the description bar, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!